Yo, what's going on you guys? It's your boy Orion here. Welcome back to the third in our Training Game Sense video series, where we cover the concept of game sense in Rainbow Six Siege. If you're new here, this series is designed to look back at my own skill journey and test whether we've improved our ability to predict, adapt, and respond in ranked matches. Each scenario will give you multiple choice answers to choose from, and the correct answer will be revealed shortly after. Remember, the correct answer may not always be what I did, and this is the key: learning from past successes and mistakes. With that in mind, let's get to it. We're going to start off with a high stakes round 9 overtime match against a team that has stomped us in every attack round while we were attacking. We're man up, and that's an advantage, but the top enemy fraggers have our team a bit shook. Unfortunately, we quickly go a man down, and I have to retrieve the diffuser. Our team is making really good progress, but we're running low on time. I take way too long to enter anywhere near site, but when I do, I'm able to pick off a squatting Maestro, and our Ash gives us a 2v1 advantage. As I'm about to walk into site, Ash gets dropped, and I can see that Kapkan is probably very close. I've got the diffuser, very little health, and no more lion scans. What do? Do I A. Plant the diffuser in a safe spot, B. Try and go for the kill, or C. Hold a passive angle and wait to see what Kapkan does? It's important to know when to get active, and that was the time to do it. I saw Kapkan's tracers, and I swing to get the kill. My crosshair placement could have been a lot better, but it was enough to come out of that match with a win. Let's take it to Oregon, and we're defending on the first round. We're in a 2v2 situation, and I'm returning to site to help my Kaid. Unfortunately, I'm a little late to him, but I'm able to get the trade when he gets killed. I see IQ pushing in from the breach, and I miss completely. She knows my position, but I also know hers. The clock is on my side, I have a Valcam and a C4 in pocket to boot. I know they have drones somewhere on site, and I don't feel confident pushing in just yet. What do? Do I A. Hold an angle and force a plant, B. Push into site and get aggressive to try to go for the kill, or C. Rotate over to main stairs? Now is not the time for aggression. I have time on my side and I have utility. IQ needs to make a play, and we can safely sit back and force the plant. That would have been the best option here. I rotated over to main stairs instead, and although I ended up forcing IQ to plant, she got it down and I didn't take advantage of my C4. I also put myself in a disadvantage by having to now locate the diffuser and get the kill. Luckily, IQ's IQ points were pretty low, and she stood by the diffuser. I got the kill and disabled the diffuser within a decent amount of time. Lessons learned: when you have the advantage, do not let it go, because you can let an easy win slip away. We're moving on to round 4 on Emerald Plains, and we're on the attack. We find ourselves in a 2v3 situation, and I decide to play Ace and rotate over to Amaru to help her with cross angles, and in case I need to refrag her if she gets dropped. Amaru quickly gets a kill and brings us into a 2v2 situation. Then luckily, I get a quick kill while peeking into bomb site A. It's now a 2v1 and we have the diffuser and an advantage. I push into site and call out that I'm planting. I get the diffuser down and start setting up my claymores as a flank watch. As soon as I do though, Amaru gets downed. I have a very good idea of where the last defender is, and I'm almost at full health. The diffuser's down and the defender likely knows where it's planted, and we're only a few seconds away from a win. What do? Do I A. Climb back into site and try to go for a revive on my teammate, B. Use Amaru as bait and hold an angle hoping that the defender pushes, or C. Stay put and wait? Knowing when to get active versus playing passively is an important skill in Siege. Yes, Amaru is down, but she's not out, so she can still give me calls. If she gets killed, we know where the last defender is. I'm also close enough to the diffuser to hear it in case a defender tries to disable it. Luckily, my claymores get the job done. A little planning goes a long way. Next up, we have round 4 on Canal. We're defending for the first time, and we've noticed that the other team has been super aggressive in the last 3 rounds, so we're expecting the same kind of approach on the attack. Unfortunately, the other team's aggression pays off, and we find ourselves in a 2v4 situation in just under 1 minute. It's not looking too good for us right now. I'm able to pick off the flanking Nook across the bridge as she walks into control, and I slowly turn my attention back to the attackers pushing up green stairs. Hibana successfully opens up head holes, so it's getting a lot more uncomfortable for me to stay where I am. I don't know where the Lion or the Maverick are, and I'm feeling the urge to move away from the breach now that it's been opened up. What do I do? Do I A. Hold passive angles onto the breach and see if Hibana swings? B. Get aggressive on Hibana? Or C. Retreat to radar or to some place of safety? In this case, I chose to hold an angle onto the breach. If an attacker breaches, sooner or later, they're gonna peek it. I managed to win my gunfight against Hibana, and tuck myself in a safe corner before Lion could catch me while I got flashed. I pick him off just as my teammate gets dropped. It's now a 1v1 situation, and I'm pretty confident I know where the Maverick is, but I'm not sure if he has a diffuser or not. The last call out I got was that he had entered the rooftop doorway. What do I do? Do I A. Pre-fire the last yellow ping I got, or B. Hold an angle and wait for the call out? I chose to remain passive, predicting that the Maverick will likely get aggressive. Pre-firing the yellow ping could have worked too, but there's no guarantee I would hit anything. Plus, I really had great callouts from my team, so I held a tight angle and just waited for him to push. And finally, for our final match, we're gonna head to Cafe Dostoyevsky, and we're attacking on round 3. My plan was to play some vertical onto site, but in just under 1 minute, we find ourselves in a 2v5 situation from aggressive spawn peaks and pushes by the defenders. I can see that Ariana is gonna try and grab the diffuser, and I'm not even in the building yet. What do I do? Do I A. Continue as planned and go play vertical? B. Push through bakery and try and get control of site that way? Or C. Move towards my teammate Yana? This one's pretty straightforward. Playing vertical makes no sense given all 5 defenders are still up and they could push me at any point. Pushing bakery may land me a kill or 2, but with the diffuser so far out of the way, all the defenders have to do is hide. Moving to Yana and helping her grab the diffuser gives us the best shot we have at turning the tide on this round. As you can see, when I moved towards Yana, I caught 2 defenders completely off guard, and we turned the situation into a 2v3, which is way more winnable. And so Ariana is able to pick up the diffuser, and I continue to play close by. I get shot at from main stairs and quickly duck away, barely surviving. We now know there's at least 1 roamer, and we have a little over a minute left on the clock with a 2v3 situation. What do I do? Do I A. Split off from Yana and hunt down that roamer? B. Push into site with Yana? Or C. Get Yana to drone out the area? Now is not the time for hesitation, so we push into site and Yana gets a nice 2-piece. We're in a very winnable situation and we don't even need to plant, because Warning gets smoked coming down red stairs. Working together and playing the objective wins us the round, even after being down in a 2v5 situation. Alright guys, and that about sums up number 3 in our Training Game Sense series. What do you think so far? Are you seeing any improvement in my gameplay? Are the scenarios that I'm sharing with you helpful? And most importantly, are you learning from my successes and mistakes? At the end of the day, that's what matters the most. I will be working on a 4th video for this series, but I'd love to hear from you in the meantime. What other kind of videos do you want to see me do next? Do you want to see operator guides, full-length matches, casual gameplay and banter with the squad, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below and I'd love to hear from you. I'd also really appreciate a like and a subscribe if you like what you're seeing, as it helps me move forward in growing this channel. Hey, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Orion, out.